Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Alpha and today we're back for another Pokemon challenge video. Today we're on Pokemon Radical Red and today's challenge is actually recommended to me over numerous times. Apparently everyone wanted this challenge to be done and today we're doing it. So to be the fairest thing, since everyone chooses a different types for some reason, I put all the types on a random generator wheel and we are going to spin it, as you can see, and this is what we get. We get a grass team. Great. Grass monotype is what we're going to try to do in this game. Can I beat Pokemon Radical Red using only grass type Pokemon? So obviously the rules are I can only use grass types. Pretty simple, pretty straight to the point. Grass types, anything else allowed. And finally, the most important rule of every challenge video, each Pokemon we nickname after you guys in the comments. And boy, we got a lot of good games for this challenge. Thank you so much for leaving a comment in the previous challenge video. Here are the ones I picked for this challenge video. If you guys want to be nicknamed after a Pokemon in my future videos, just drop it in the comments and hopefully I'll pick yours. And anyways, let's get into the challenge itself. To start off, obviously I am going to use a Bulbasaur. This is the only grass starter we can have from the start, from the get-go. I'm going to choose myself a Bulbasaur. I didn't use randomizer on this run. I'm not sure when I'm going to do a randomizer run on this ROM hack, but eventually I will. Anyways, we're gonna start using our Bulbasaur. We're gonna beat the Charmander down pretty easily because we have an Oran Berry. Most of the time you can win that. If you lose that, I mean, you just might have the worst luck in the world. You might have like triple crit it and then lose the tutorial battle. But in this game, it's mostly impossible to lose the tutorial battle, but it is what it is. Alright, to start off, we are gonna catch ourselves a Budu. Train that thing up real quick for ourselves, and then we're gonna face off against Brendan, get the XP share, and then buy some more Pokeballs. The egg over here in Pewter City is kind of useless. So we actually can go back and catch yourself a Hoppip in the grass. If you ever faced your rival in Silco, you know for sure that Hoppip is kind of broken. The Skip Bloom line is really broken for some reason. So I want to use it for myself, and now we're going to put that on our team. We're going to train up in the grass for a little longer, you know, 10,000 hours later, we're going to train ourselves in the grass. And from here, we'll actually go into Pewter City where there is a gym battle for us in the museum. In the museum, we're going to face against Faulkner, and boy, grass types do not match well against Faulkner. Faulkner does ravage our team pretty easily. The only thing we could really do, we're gonna start using our Hop and we're gonna poison stall the Fletchling down and down. We're gonna synthesis up when we get low HP because we outspeeded, and there goes the Fletchling. It's actually gonna knock my Hop down once it sends out its Corvus Square, but it's okay. I'm gonna send in my Bulbasaur, I'm gonna leech seed it, I'm gonna put it down to red HP, and then I'm gonna knock it out using my Bulbasaur, which is interesting. Oh, we're getting based off this with a lot of luck, if you guys can't tell already. Anyways, the Wingo's can come out as its final Pokemon, and we're gonna put that thing to sleep and then crit it using our Vine Whip, and down goes that. So it is what it is for Faulkner, and we're gonna head into Brock. Brock's gonna be the first gym leader of the game that counts. We're gonna face off against him, and he actually puts up a big of a fight. He actually knocks down most of my Pokemon pretty easily. Surprisingly, this rock type gym leader can beat me down fairly quickly. The Vulpix is really annoying because it's a fire type and he shouldn't really have this, but he does, so we gotta get through that. The only way we could actually find a way to get around him is to actually start using my Bulbasaur against his Onix and then sleep powering down the Geodude, and then he's gonna switch in between his Vulpix and his Geodude. We're gonna poison power the Vulpix as a switch in, so when it goes back and forth, it actually whittles down and our Hoppip can take care of both the Vulpix and the Geodude. And then once the Onix comes out, we're gonna send out our Budu. Budu is gonna Mega Drain it and knock it down. And there goes Brock. So that goes down pretty easily. We're gonna head into Mount Moon next. Mount Moon is gonna be the first dungeon in the game. We're gonna get ourselves a Muscle Bend and then attach that on a Skip Bloom, because Skip Bloom has Bullet Seed. Apparently that is a physical type move. I completely forgot about that. We're gonna head into the end of Mount Moon and we're gonna face off against Archer. Archer's gonna be the Team Rocket leader and we're gonna lose to him, which is kind of embarrassing. We're gonna be done with that. We're gonna head into Serena City, and after Nugget Bridge we actually encounter ourselves a shiny Snubbull, which I didn't expect that to happen, but we catch ourselves a shiny Snubbull. We're not gonna use it. I mean, it's not even that cool of a shiny, but it is what it is. We caught ourselves that, and we're gonna evolve our Skip Bloom into a Jump Pluff. That's where we're gonna evolve our Budu into a Roselia. So our team is pretty set up. We're gonna face against the second gym leader of the game, which is Misty. Misty is gonna have a frog leader that destroys our team, so we can't really do too much there. Just 3 ice punches, we're dead. So we have to get away from this. We have to catch ourselves a Shroomish real quick. Catch ourselves a Shroomish, head back into Misty's gym, and then switch in between Roselia into Shroomish each time, and then wait and then restart until we get a status on it. And luckily we got sleep on it, so our Jump Love can knock it out with Bullet Seed and a Muscle Band. Next up is gonna send out a Starmie. Next, I'm gonna Sleep Powder it, as it's obviously going to switch out using Natural Cure. So I'm gonna Sleep Powder the Floatzel coming out. I'm gonna be able to knock out the Floatzel, easy peasy. And that goes that. Starmie comes out next. I can sacrifice my Ivysaur for no reason. I don't know why, but I'm gonna send in my Roselia against Stun Sport. Now it's paralyzed on it. It does not get paralyzed, which is a shame. Sending my jump club is actually getting murdered using bullet seed. So thank God jump club's there to knock everything out for us. Anyways, we're gonna head into the SSN, do some nice training because we really need that right now. Our Pokemon is not the best. I mean, grass types are cool and all, but after this challenge I really realized that I don't really like a lot of grass types, and you can see why sooner or later. We start training up the Shroomish as one of our own into a Breloom, which is kind of cool. We have a Breloom on our team. It's just there. I don't really favor it. I don't really hate it that much, but we're gonna head into the next gym leader, which is Lieutenant Surge. Surge is gonna be the electric type gym leader, and he's gonna beat us in every various form. He's gonna beat us with his Pinchurican, with his Mega Manectric, with his Alolan Raichu. So everything's going down. Or the solution to this is facing off again Lieutenant Surge. We're gonna start off Toxic Spikes first, and then he can send out his Raichu to get poisoned, which is fine. We're gonna send in our Breloom to sack it to the Raichu, obviously. We're then gonna send in our Jump Club to try to bullet seed it. It's gonna switch into his Vikavolt, which is fine. We're actually gonna double back into our Venusaur. We're gonna Petal Dance the incoming Manectric, and it's actually gonna die to me. We both knock each other out, and that goes down. The aces are down, so he's gonna send on his Vikavolt neck. I'm gonna put that thing to sleep. I'll Leech Seed it, and then he's gonna send on his Pinchurican. It gets poisoned. Send in my Roselli to get a Venom Shock in, double damage, and it's gonna get low HP. It's gonna switch into his Vikavolt once again. I sack my Roselli here by sending my Jump Club to Leech Seed it and to put it to sleep once again. And then Acrobatics will knock it down pretty low. The Acrobatics knock out the Pinchurican, and the Raichu gets knocked down to the Bullet Seed when it gets greedy with Nasty Plot. So things work out pretty well for us as we head into the next section of the game. We're gonna clear through Diglett Cave and get ourselves the 8 gem for Flash, and then head into Celadon City, where we can get ourselves a Shiny Stone to evolve our Roselia into a Roserade, and then head into Erica's gym, which is going to be the grass type gym leader. We're going to do a lot of training in here, and then we're going to realize that Jump Pluff is actually pretty good against Erica. So we're going to start off the battle using our Jump Pluff against her Rillaboom. Acrobatics knock her out in one shot. As you can see, Venusaur comes out next. I'm going to sack my Roserade in front of it, set up Toxic Spike. Well, try to, but it's going to knock me out. In return, I'm going to set on my Venusaur in return, try to do some chip damage using Sludge Bomb. It's doing a bit of damage here and there, but it's going to knock me out as I did a little bit over half. I'm going to set on my Jump Club. Acrobatics will actually knock it out as he sends out a Meganium. I'm going to crit the Meganium and knock it out as he sends out his Superior next. Superior will also get the same treatment, Acrobatics to the face, and it goes down. So Erica goes down pretty easily. It's looking not too bad right now. Not too bad right now. Jump Club can learn Fly apparently. That's some interesting things. It's literally just a cotton swab. There's no logic over there. We're actually going to go into the hidden ability guru and change our Jump Club's ability into Aerialate for no reason, because we have no normal moves. So I don't know what I'm doing here. We're going to lose to Giovanni in his own hideout a few times, but luckily I found some things that work. What works is putting the Rhyperior to sleep and then sending our Roserade against it and then knocking it down slowly. We're gonna knock it out, and then he's gonna send out his Kangaskhan. He's gonna Mega in front of me. We're gonna Stun Sport. We're gonna Mega Drain him, and then we're gonna put him down with our Jump Club in the back. Giovanni goes down pretty easily, and we're gonna head into Lavender Tower next. Lavender Tower is gonna be home of the Ghost type Pokemons in the game. We're going to clear through it pretty easy. We're going to meet Mr. Fuji at the top of it. He's going to give us the Poke Flute. And then we're going to face against Chuck in the Fighting Dojo. And Jump Pluff goes crazy against everyone here. Look at this. He destroys every single Pokemon in his arsenal. And we get the Focus Sash for our troubles here. And next, we're going to actually face off against a rival in Silphco. Silphco is, you know, where our training spot is. We're going to beat our rival here. And then we're going to face off against Archer and Ariana. The problem is, Archer and Ariana has the dumbest teams in the world. It works out because Brendan is stupid with his team. He uses Boom Burst on me most of the time. I don't know why he uses Boom Burst on me. He knocks out most of my Pokemon instead of his. He has Flamethrower on his Exploud, but he doesn't want to use it. He only wants to use Boom Burst, and it's more damage to me than the opposing Pokemon. So, I mean, he also chokes away a lot of battles using his Sceptile because he doesn't know how to use his Sceptile for some reason. But eventually, I get over it, and we beat down Archer and Ariana. And he also gives us a Trico, so we can use that later on. We're going to beat down Giovanni pretty easily using our Jump Pluff. Goes down pretty well, and we're going to evolve our Trico into a Grovyle, and then we're going to head into Sabrina's gym real quick. Sabrina's gym is going to be a nice training spot for ourselves as we level up a new Pokemon called Sawsbuck. Sawsbuck's going to be a new member of our team. I like the winter form. Every other form is kind of meh to me, but winter form is definitely the best. The summer form is pretty nice too. The summer form, the fall form, the red leaves form is really good. Actually, we're actually going to teach our Sawsbuck Rock Slide real quick, and then we're going to face off against Sabrina in her double battle. All habits die hard because we're going to use Rock Slide against Sabrina like always. We're going to try to flinch her on the first turn. Really easy. We're going to Sleep Powder in DD as well. and then we're gonna Swords Dance up in front of her, and we get another flinch, which is nice. We're gonna knock out the Hattering real quick for us, and then we're gonna Swords Dance in front of the Indeedee, which is still sleeping. It's gonna send us Conqueror next. I'm gonna Acrobatics the Conqueror and then Horn Leech the Indeedee for a double KO, which is pretty nice for us. He can send out his Marowak and his Porygon too. We're gonna double attack the Marowak. We're using our Sauce Bug and the Jump Fluff because we want that thing gone. We don't care if Streak Room goes up as long as that thing is gone. Unfortunately, it does not go away, and it kind of stays awake. So we're still able to outspeed the Marowak. We're not getting out, and our Venus is going to do some chip damage with the Sludge Bomb against the Porygon. We don't care if Trick Room goes up because, you know, the last Pokemon on our team is a Gardevoir. That thing outspeeds. It's actually going to knock out both my Jump Fluff and my Venusaur as he gets some hacks, as he freezes me. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I'm going to send out my Rosary and my Breloom next. I'm going to Venom Shock and Force Palm the Porygon as I knock out the Gardevoir as he freezes my Breloom, which is crazy. But I get through it, and we're able to knock out the Porygon too using my Sceptile and my Rosary. So things work out pretty well at the end, but this is where the trouble starts happening. I don't like my team at all. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like my team. We're heading down Cycling Road, and my team is dying left to right. As you can see, there's nothing I can really do in Cycling Road. Everyone's bullying me, so I gotta go home. I gotta go to Cerulean City. We're gonna use our Bellsprout to get the green shards necessary to get ourselves some starter eggs. We're gonna get a bunch of green eggs, which is gonna hold a bunch of green starter Pokemon. We're gonna hatch those eggs into a few Pokemon. We don't want a Chespin, don't want a Rowlet, but we do want a Meganium and we do want a Rillaboom, and those two are gonna be on our team as well. And also, we're gonna actually go back into Rocktono and catch ourselves a Pharaoh Seed. That's an also pretty good grass type. We're gonna beat Brendan real quick just to get access to the Safari Zone, and we're also gonna catch ourselves a Tangrowth, which is I don't know why I caught myself a Tangrowth. Tangrowth is not good in single player at all. But once we do beat Brendan, we're actually head into the Safari Zone. We can catch ourselves some Alomomolas, get ourselves some Heart Scales to teach some of our Pokemon some egg moves. Hopefully they could be useful in the future, but turns out they're not too useful at all. So that's kind of unfortunate. We're going to face off against the Fuchsia City Gym Leader, which is Koga next. Koga is going to spend the next hour and a half beating me down. And I can't really do much against it. Koga just wants to bully me, and it is what it is, honestly. I try to beat him in any form I can, but he beats me in every. He's playing chess against like a grandmaster in chess. He's beating me in any scenario I can, and I can't wiggle out of it because he is just destroying me. His toxicity is very annoying because it just outspeeds me for no reason. I don't know why it outspeeds me. I promise you, it's not that fast in actual games, but it does outspeed me half the time. I found the best plan for this. So even though I found a working strategy against Koga, it's not a guarantee 100%. So we're actually going to face off against Koga. We're going to use our Ferrothorn first, and we're going to try to catch the Selgor in the switch with a Thunder Wave. Sometimes it doesn't work and it actually beats me down, so we got to restart. Anyways, Thunder Wave obviously cripples down the Selgor for us as we send out our Sceptile next against the Selgor. We're going to hopefully pray that it misses his move so we can Dragon Dance in front of it. It's going to get paralyzed multiple times as I GD twice, and we're going to Dual Chop it, knock it out. It's going to send out his Swallow next. I'm going to outspeed it, Dual Chop it. I don't know why he's giving out free Pokemon. From here, we're actually going to switch into our Meganium against the Draper, and we're going to be able to set up a Sunny Day. This is just a throwaway Pokemon to sack it. Meganium goes down. I'm going to send in my Ferrothorn next. I'm going to be able to Thunder Wave it and then Bulldoze it. And then it's going to get weakened down. I'm able to knock it out using my Ferrothorn, which is pretty nice, as you can see. I don't know how this happened, but I don't know. I had something in the back, but I mean, Ferrothorn could handle it, I guess. Anyways, Greninja comes out. It's going to Water Shuriken me and knock me out. Unfortunately for that, I'm going to send in my Venusaur next. It's going to be able to live one Ice Beam against Ash Gren. Petal Dance will knock him out in return. And then the Dragapult comes out next. I'm going to be able to send in my Jump Love against him. I'm going to send out Sunny Day and then Acrobatics him to do some damage. Do a little chip damage. I'm going to send in my Sceptile next. I'm going to Dragon Dance right in front of him as he actually uses Dragon Darts against me, which is tough. He knows I'm going to knock him out using Dual Chops, so we're going to switch into his Toxicity. I'm going to hit him twice using some chunky Dual Chops, and then send in my Rillaboom next. Rillaboom has Fake Out, which is able to knock him out, and then it's going to send out his Dragapult. Dragapult actually burns me, and then I think that should be enough for me to knock him out using Wood Hammer without taking too much recoil damage. So we're able to beat Koga just like that, and I mean, it works out pretty well. I mean, it took us a little bit over an hour to get the hang of it, but we're finally gonna beat Koga, and we're actually going to do something that's necessary for us. We're going to change our natures to the best natures of our Pokemon, which we should have done a long time ago, but you know what, it's too far gone now. We're going to change the natures of our Pokemon, and we're going to head into the next area of the game. We're actually going to start training up south of Palatine in the water routes right here, and south of Fuchsia City, where we can get some nice XP for our Pokemon, because all of them are basically grass types, so we can deal with them pretty well. And we're going to head into the next area of the game, which is going to be facing off against Price for his choice scarf real quick, and then face off against Jasmine for his choice band. I don't think we use these items that often, I'll be honest, but we just have them. We're also going to beat down May using our cheese sleep powder pedal dance on our Venusaur, and then we're going to train up in the Pokemon Mansion against the Aldinos found in here. Aldinos give us really broken XP, as you can see, for no reason. But we're going to face off against Blaine, as he's the 7th gym leader of the game. And we're going to start using our Venusaur. We're going to reset until we're able to get a 3-turn sleep against the Torkoal, so we can knock it out without any hazards being set up. We're going to knock him out, and then the Venusaur is going to knock out my Ferrothorn as a sack, because he has Weather Ball apparently. But it is what it is, and we're going to send out our Venusaur in return. We're going to be able to Sludge Bomb it as trying to use Sunny Day. I don't know why I got scared. I have Thick Fat as an ability. I don't know. I switch out into my Meganium. After I sack my Meganium, I switch into my Jump Pluff. I'm going to set up a Swords Dance, and then I'm going to Acrobatics, knock out the Cinderace. It's going to miss a Power Wall, which is fine for me. Then it's going to try to Sucker Punch me, which is obviously still great. He can send out his Charizard wide next. I'm able to knock it out in one shot. He's also going to send out Venusaur, knocks it out, and Volcarona never does anything. So that thing goes down pretty easily as well. Next up, we're actually going to go into Cerulean Cave, where the whole Team Rocket debacle is happening. We're going to train up a little bit over here. We found a Hydreigon. You know, I think this is a trainer fight. This was a trainer fight. Yeah, I don't know where he got a Hydreigon, but he has a Hydreigon, which is pretty cool. We're going to train up in Cerulean Cave, and then we're going to face off against Archer and Ariana. Archer and Ariana takes a few attempts, but what we got to do to start off against Archer is use our Meganium to Giga Drain the Mammosaur, and hopefully it misses its Icicle Crash as we keep Meganium. We're going to knock it out, and then it's going to send out its Durant next. I'm going to send in my Ferrothorn next. It's going to absorb the Iron Head pretty well. Hopefully he misses his superpower and I can Thunder Wave it easily, and then Leech Seed it just for added. Doesn't need to. I'm going to switch in between my Meganium and my Ferrothorn just to get it weakened down. He can knock my Meganium down pretty low and eventually knock me out at the end. But in that time, his HP goes down to red, so he's actually going to be afraid of my Sceptile. He's going to switch out. I'm going to Dragon Dance as he switches out into his Houndoom. I'm going to Dragon Dance once more. Archer's actually going to Mega Evolve his Houndoom, and I'm going to Drain Punch it, knock it down to low HP, regain my HP, and then knock it out again. And that's it. Durant comes out and Drain Punch knocks it out. Mimikyu is going to come out next and Shadow Sneak me instead of Play Roughing for some reason. Leaf Blade twice knocks it out, and there goes Archer. Next up will be Ariana. I want to get the Mega off and then do some damage using my Sceptile. Hatterene gets taken down to about 1/3 HP. Then I'm going to sack my Venusaur against him, which might not be the best move. Rillaboom comes out. He's going to knock him out using Wood Hammer, which is a big boss play. As he sends out his Honchkrow next, then doubles into his Rhyperior, where I try to use Thunder Wave. I try to Leech Seed it as he tries to Heat Crash me and almost kills my Jump Pluff, which is kind of scary. So I'm going to try to Seed Bomb it, activate his Weakness Policy. It is what it is. Then I'm going to send in my Sceptile. I'm able to Leaf Blade it. Sends his Honchkrow in. I'm going to Drain Punch it. Don't kill me. He's going to send out his Mawile next. I'm just going to Dragon Dance in front of it because he does have Sucker Punch. And he decides to use it for once. And I keep using it until he actually decides not to use Sucker Punch anymore. And then I'm able to knock it out. Honchkrow comes out. I'm able to knock that thing out as well. Rhyperior comes out. Dragon Punch knocks it out. And we beat Ariana. So down goes Archer and Ariana. Next up, we just got to face off against Giovanni in his insane battle. In this battle, we found out that Rillaboom is actually really broken. So we're going to sack our Venusaur pretty easily. He's going to knock me out using his Tapu Lele. I'm going to send in my Rillaboom next. Rillaboom is going to clap the Scrafty as the Tapu Lele comes down. And Dragapult still on the field. I've never seen Dragapult last more than 3 turns. Anyways, Dragon Punch will knock out the Tyranitar for us as he tries to set up. It's fine. It's fine. He's going to send out his Alakazam next, and obviously we're going to double attack that thing. We're going to knock it down because that's the bigger threat. Scrafty's just in the corner doing what he wants, but it is what it is. Excadrill comes out next. He's going to Phantom Force as I Drain Punch, get my HP back on these Pokemon. We're not going to be able to kill the Scrafty, but we're able to kill the Excadrill. And the Mewtwo comes out next, and the Mewtwo just doesn't want to kill us. So we're going to Wood Hammer the Mewtwo, and we're going to knock out the Scrafty. And then the final Pokemon is the Mewtwo, so we're going to knock that thing out pretty easily. So we beat Giovanni pretty easily just using Rillaboom. Rillaboom carried really hard. I don't know why. That is done and sorted, so we're going to head into the next gym leader, the final gym leader of the game, which is Clair. Clair is going to be obviously knock off Lance. We're going to Seed Bomb her Aerodactyl until she goes down. It's not that big of a deal. We're going to knock her down pretty easily as she sends out her Mag next. I'm not gonna say the full name. You guys don't like me saying the full name because you guys think it's triggering, but it is what it is. I'm gonna send in my favorite throw against her. I'm gonna try to Thunder Wave her and then send in my Sceptile, trying to get the Flare Cannon off, trying to bait out some damage and try to lower her special attack set so I can set up using my Sceptile and allow it to knock out my Venusaur and then absorb a few hits using my Rillaboom, regain my HP, and it's actually gonna do no damage using Flare Cannon once again. So that's kind of a shame for that thing. I'm gonna send in my Sceptile, and as you can see, Flare Cannons do nothing. Dragon Dance up, Flare Cannon does nothing. Dragon Dance up all the way. I have Drain Punch on my Sceptile so I can regain my HP anytime I want. I do that at the end. Drain Punch does not knock out the mag, but I'm able to two-shot it. I don't know why Dragon Dance again, but that's kind of scary. Claire sends out a Dragonite in return to try to kill me with Extreme Speed. Does not knock me out because all that recovery with that Drain Punch. But I'm able to knock out the Dragonite and I'm able to get more HP. And then next up will be knocking it out. I'm able to knock it out using Dual Chops the Dragovich, and then Dual Chops the Duraludon. So that goes down pretty easily. Claire goes down super easily. As we face off against Gary, the same situation happens. We're just gonna Drain Punch everything using our Sceptile, as you can see. Set up and go using Sceptile right now. Sceptile is broken. Someone stop this thing. Come on. Oh my god. I never knew Sceptile could be this nice. He sends out his Charizard X, goes down. Leaf Blade knocks out the Barbarico, and phew, this thing is nuts. This thing is disgusting. I can't believe that. Anyways, we're gonna face off against Brendan as the final Brendan fight. We're going to use our Sceptile first against Brendan, Dragon Dance in front of him, and then swap into my Jump Bluff, because, you know, we got Sack it to Explosion. It is what it is. Should have bought Protect. You know what? Thinking back, should have just brought Protect. I don't know why. Just lost my Jump Bluff for no reason. Anyways, X-Bluff comes out next. It's obviously going to use Flamethrower against my Ferrothorn. So, I mean, it's going to use Flamethrower against all my team. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but Flamethrower is obviously going to do a chunky amount to any Pokemon that comes out next, so I'm going to send in my Sceptile, then double into my Venusaur to bait out the Draco Meteor and then lower his special attack. Send it once again to bait out more special attack drops. Then I'm able to get him to swap his Latios out into a Crawdont, and then I'm able to Thunder Wave it, and then I'm able to knock it down slowly. I'm going to send in my Sceptile next. I'm going to Dragon Dance in front of him, and then he's going to Super Power me. Since he's Choice Banded, I'm able to actually Drain Punch him for free, get my HP back, and then that should be the end of the game. Since I Dragon Dance up, Dual Chop will knock him out. Dual Chop will knock out the Salamence. You can see Dual Chop knocks out his Mega Sceptile, and oh yeah, there's an X-Plow. So we Drain Punch that thing in 2 shots and we knock him out. So there goes Brendan down, and we beat him. So we had Clear 2 Victory Road next. Victory Road is going to be a bit of a pain to go through. We're going to train up at the end against the Audino real quick. We actually face against this Uxie. This Uxie kills us and knocks us out of the raid den, but we gotta get past that. But we're gonna train up against the Audinos in here, and then we're gonna get our moves sorted out with the move tutors, with the heart skills, with the TMs, and we're gonna get all that. We're gonna get Noble Roar on our Rillaboom, which is gonna be really nice going forward. I don't know why that's really nice, but it's gonna be really useful. I promise you that. So we're gonna face off against the first Elite Four member, which is gonna be Lorelei, and also the Water type Elite Four member, which thankfully, for once, it's actually very useful against us. So, we're going to Sleep Powder down the Palpitoad, and we're going to try to Thunder Wave it as well. We're going to restart a few times because we're stupid and we didn't equip the Mega Stone on our Venusaur. Oh my god. Well, that's kind of embarrassing. Anyways, we restart against Lorelei. We're going to Sleep Powder the Politoed and then Thunder Wave the Ludicolo. We're going to Sludge Bomb the Ludicolo down, and then we're going to Leech Seed off the Politoad real quickie. And then my Ferrothorn can't really do anything. We have to wait until the Politoad wakes up to Thunder Wave it, and then we're gonna Giga Drain down the Politoad to chip down at it, obviously, get our HP back. Then next up, we're gonna knock out the Ludicolo as we also Thunder Wave the Politoad. Dragovich is gonna come out next as well. He's actually gonna double his Politoad into his Swampert for no reason, so he just lost his Swampert as I Thunder Wave the Dragovich, and Swampert goes down, get my HP back as well. So that's kind of embarrassing. He's gonna send us Kingdra as well. I'm going to Giga Drain it and also Thunder Wave it, so there's nothing it could really do right now. I'm kind of destroying Lorelei. I'm just using a Mega Venusaur right now as destroying it. Leech Seed guts down the Pokemon as well. Leech Seed on both of the Pokemon, get some regeneration on. Also send on my Jump Bluff next. I completely forgot I Choice Scarf my Jump Bluff, so I'm Choice Scarf into Acrobatics, which is kind of a nuance right there, but I'm able to hit the Cowgirl using some decent damage, and then it's gonna double KO me. I'm gonna send in my Rillaboom next with my Sceptile, and then I'm able to Fake Out and Leaf Blade knock out the Kyogre real quick. And then the last 2 Pokemon left are the Paralyzed Politoad and Dragovich. We're gonna knock that thing out pretty easily. As you can see, the Dragovich is still alive and beat Lorelei pretty easily, and then we're gonna face off against Bruno. Speaking of pretty easily, we're gonna face off against Bruno, and Bruno is gonna be, you know, we try a few methods of trying to make it work, but this method actually works out pretty well. We're gonna start off using our Rillaboom against him. We're gonna try to Noble War him down. It doesn't work. He's gonna knock me out. And then instead of my Sceptile, I'm gonna try to set up in front of it. He's gonna YouTube into his Scizor, so that does not work out too well. So what we have to do is actually start using my Ferrothorn to get a Thunder Wave on your Urshifu. He's gonna get a lot of chip damage on himself, which is kind of goofy. All the chip damage on the Rocky Helmet. But I'm gonna send in my Sceptile next. I'm gonna Mega Dragon Dance, and then he's gonna Aqua Jet me 6 times as I Dragon Dance 6 times. And there goes down Bruno. Bruno is pathetically stupid. We're gonna knock out the Urshifu using Drain Punch, and then he's gonna send on Scizor. He's gonna Bullet Punch me. I get my recovery using Drain Punch. Hawlucha comes out next. I'm gonna knock it out using one shot of Dew Chop. Sends out his Blaziken next. Neutral hit using Drain Punch would knock him out, and then Zacian comes out next. Leafly just barely doesn't kill him. He's gonna knock me out using Giant Bash, which surprisingly actually kills me. But Fake Out, and then recovery using Grassy Terrain. So the first turn meant nothing. Anyways, Drain Punch of my Rillaboom would knock him out, and he's gonna sound his Lucario. Lucario's gonna knock out my Rillaboom, which is unfortunate, but I'm sending my Venusaur. I'm gonna Sleep Powder it. Sunny Day Up. It didn't matter if it get an attack off or not, but it is fine. Weather Ball would knock him out, and there goes Bruno. So we're gonna go into the next Elite Four member, which is Agatha. Agatha is gonna be the Ghost type Elite Four member, and she is going to be pretty dangerous. As you can see, we lose a few times. Our strategy using forward is using our Rillaboom first to fake out obviously the Zoroark, and then Drain Punching, get our HP back. Free Pokemon, first Pokemon down pretty easily. We're Noble Roar and sack our Rillaboom, which is kind of goofy, but it is quite what it is. And we're gonna send out our Ferrothorn next. We're gonna Thunder Wave it and then chip it down using Leech Seed and Bulldoze. We gain so much HP back from Leech Seed, and it does no damage because of Noble Roar. We're able to knock it out using Bulldoze, which is kind of unfortunate for it. He's gonna send out his Marshall next. I'm able to Thunder Wave it. Just kidding, he knocks me out using Close Combat. Wow. I'm able to send in my Mega Sceptile next. I'm able to knock it out using Leaf Blade as it Close Combat me twice. Next up, he's going to send in his Mimikyu. I'm going to switch into my Meganium because it's a Shadow Sneaker, so I could get that. I can get through that pretty easily. Giga Drain it, break his disguise, Giga Drain it 3 times, and he's going to let me knock it out for some reason. I don't know what he's doing, but I have priority with healing moves, so that's kind of goofy. I'm going to do some chip damage against the Poe. You guys can knock me out, which is fine. Then I'm going to send in my Sceptile, do chop it, knocks it out. And finally, he's going to send out his Gengar. Gengar is going to knock out my poor Sceptile, which is, it is what it is. I'm actually going to send in my Venusaur just to set up the Sunny Day for my Jump Fluff. It's not needed because everything falls asleep for 3 turns for me. And I'm Weather Balling it down and I'm knocking it out. Pretty simple, pretty easy for us. We're going to head into the next Elite Four member, which is going to be against Lance. Lance is going to be the Dragon type Elite Four member, and he's going to be pretty dangerous. We're going to start using our Jump Fluff against him. He's going to knock me out. He's going to use his Garchomp. He's going to knock me out. So obviously, there is a problem here. We're going to actually Sleep Powder the Garchomp down. We're going to Sword Dance, and then we're going to knock him out using Seed Bomb. 2 shots using Seed Bomb knocks him out. He's actually going to miss his Stone Edge, which is fine. We knock him out. Pretty nice. We're going to also Sleep Powder the Melmetal down, and we're going to put him down pretty easy using our Seed Bomb, which is scary. This thing does a lot of damage. But he's going to wake up, Double Bash me, and knock me out. As I send in my Rillaboom next, I'm able to Drain Punch it, knock him out pretty easily. Melmetal goes down. Dragozolt comes out next. I'm gonna no roar it as I regain so much HP. Rillaboom is so broken with his HP regain on his grassy terrain that's annoying. He's gonna sound his Dialga next. I'm gonna no roar it down pretty easily. I mean, he's gonna roar me, try to do some chip damage, but I have grassy terrain up, so I regain too much HP, and most of my Pokemon have regen moves anyways. So what I have to do is send in my Venusaur in the middle of him roaring me and Sleep Powdering it. Sunny Day, Weather Ball it, knock it out pretty low, and then send my Meganium in between. He wakes up and roars me, so I'm getting down pretty low using my Venusaur. I'm able to Weather Ball him all the way down, as you can see. Poor Dialga. This thing deserves something better than that, but his Dialga goes down. He's gonna send out his Dragapult next. Gonna sack my Venusaur against him. Then I'm gonna send in my Rillaboom to Noble Roar him to lower his attack stats, and then try to Wood Hammer and knock it out. But he's gonna knock me out using Dragon Notes. As I send in my Meganium's Draining Kiss would knock him out, and then he's gonna send out his Dragozolt. I'm actually able to 2-shot it using Draining Kiss against his Dragozolt, which is kind of funny. And then he's gonna send out his Salamence, and this is the most bizarre thing. He lets me attack him 3 times in a row for no reason. So he's kind of goofy like that. But Lance saw his win con. He didn't do it right, but he saw his win con. Anyways, we're gonna beat down Lance, and then we're gonna face off against the champion. Gary's actually can beat us a few times, so we're going to attach ourselves a Choice Scarf on our Jump Club to start off. He's going to send out his Crocodile first. I'm going to Seed Bomb it twice, hopefully knock it out. He's actually going to send out his Togekiss next. I'm going to send in my Ferrothorn trying to Thunder Wave it as he tries to knock me down using Air Slash. It gets really annoying, as you can see. Send in my Venusaur trying to chip it down. It's actually going to swap into his Groudon. I'm just going to keep my Venusaur in as the Groudon Rock Polishes up. I'm Sleep Powdering it. Send in my Rillaboom next. I'm going to Wood Hammer it, and it's going to wake up in the following turn and knock me out. It's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. This is a risky play, but I'm actually going to send out my Mega Sceptile next. I'm going to Dragon Dance in front of it, and then it's going to Flamethrower me, knock me low. I don't know if I was faster or not, but we got to see it for ourselves. We can actually knock it out using Leaf Blade, which is great. You can send out his Togekiss next. It resists it, but Leaf Blade does kill it with a crit. Shh, don't tell him that. Leaf Blade also kills the Crocodile, and also the Darkrai gets hit with a Drain Punch to the face. It does not kill me with Dark Hole, which is great because we knock it out in Dragon Punch. And then Blastoise comes out next. I don't kill it with Leaf Blade, which is unfortunate. Aura Sphere is going to knock us down. We're going to be able to send in our Jumpluff next. Acrobatics will knock it out, and then he's going to send out his Ditto. Ironically, his Ditto is also Choice Scarf, so we're able to knock that thing out using Acrobatics as well. And we beat Gary, and we beat the game, just barely, using Grass types only. So this Monotype run was pretty fun, I gotta admit. Sorry for slurring my words a little bit in this video. My throat's very hurting, and I just came off a really bad sickness. But anyways, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you guys want to see more Monotype runs, just leave them in the comments, and hopefully I'll do more. And anyways, thank you for watching all the way to the end. My name's been Alpha. Hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment down below some challenge ideas just like this one, and also subscribe if you're not already. My name's been Alpha, and I'm out. Peace.